They're not arguable points, are they?
But I think we have a right to self-identify. And you said you want to...
As what?
If you'd like to be a woman, you can identify as a woman. I don't know why there is such an issue around...
We've literally just seen a male rapist use that scam to get himself put into a female prison where he could attack vulnerable women inside a female prison, when even his ex-wife said it was all a scam. Which is
a terrible, very distressing, isolated incident, and I think it's easy to take that and say that means that no one can identify as a woman, and
it's not an isolated incident, though.
But it's
42% of trans-identifying prisoners in prison are in there for sex crimes. There's actually an advantage, evidently, to identifying as a female, because they never identify as male, because somehow male prisons seem less appealing to them. It's really weird. Anyway, but
is it limitless, this self-identity?
It's not totally limitless.
What's the limit?
When you're talking about International Women's Day, I don't know why we take the conversation around International Women's Day and make it about this.
But if anyone...
There's so many benefits.
Right, but if anyone, according to you, can identify as a woman, anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with...
Just literally put their hand up and say, I'm a woman.
But it's not an easy thing to do, to go out into the world.
It's very easy.
You might think it's easy to say, but to decide to do that, to say...
What is doing it involved?
Whatever that person decides, but to go out into the world and say, I don't identify as perhaps the sex I was born as.
So why can't I identify... OK, why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean,
I'm serious. I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I, on International Women's Day, say, I'm Piers Mogan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status,
I think that's
talking about quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
thing.
you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say, I'm a woman. So I simply ask you, why can't I?
I mean, this point kind of ridicules trans people to an extent.
Actually, I think what you said ridicules trans people.
Of focus on what's going on, because what happened is a lot of people say you can identify as a, they don't know how to identify themselves. They can identify whatever they want as a female, as a trans, whatever it is. It's up to you. You do you, boo boo. I don't care. I don't mind about that. But the thing is about it, don't try to force the narrative and then to other people that they say that trying to make logic sense. That's why the guy said, why can I identify myself as a black lesbian? Because it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if you're a male and then you kind of light skin and then you say you're a black lesbian, people laughing at you. Exactly what the other lady said, she was laughing, because that's not, the narrative doesn't make sense. And the modern woman used to take about all this about women, all this about empowerment, about feminism, but at the end of the day, the conclusion is that men and a woman has to have a common ground, and what is being sold to, what is being normal, what is being society. Remember, one of the first most powerful country, and this is what we argue every day. Now we are arguing about what a woman is about, arguing about what you can say, what you cannot say, which is very hurtful, because at this point we should talk about school, we should talk about society, we should talk about shooting, we should talk about environment, we should talk about vaccine, we should talk about war, but now in the population we're talking about what is a male, what is a female, what is a woman, and how it is that I can identify myself as a woman if I was a male to escape from male prison, and then on top of that I can go to the female prison, and thing is I still have all those parts, but the thing is, since I have a nail and I have a wig and I have a makeup and I have lipstick, I identify as a female, as a woman, and I'm welcome John there, and the next thing you know, they cannot push me out there because I identify myself and the law protect me. So this is the point that we are in the end of time where there's a environment that's male gonna invade the female space, and then at the end of the day, female gonna be able to give up on society, give up the fight, because they will feel like they're not gonna be heard. But it doesn't start there. It started way before women started to push the narrative that men is not a man. If you're not doing this, not doing that, now males are okay. So since you push us away, now we're giving up, moving back, and then we're watching you falling. Now the narrative come back. Now they after women. Now that the female that's what born as a female, they after them. Now they feel like the pressure that they've been trying to do, or they push the narrative on men for years. Now it's just the beginning of time. Look at her eyes. As you can see, she's stressful. She's very, very frustrated. But that's what men been for years. It's just the beginning of time. And right now the table has turned. And I feel sorry for you ladies. You asked for it. Now is the time to pay the price. And no man gonna come to rescue you, because what happened is you push them away. And now the battle is on your own. And then now you cannot fight on your own. Now you got to comply. And the next thing you know, you cannot do anything about it. And if you don't have any thumbs up, subscribe and listen soon.
What is your profession?